Man, I just wish the house would burn down. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. I would never want that. Not with me in it or my dogs. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I am the Restless Thrifter. I resell on eBay, Facebook Marketplace these days, that's different, and Poshmark and Mercari. Restless is right. I couldn't sleep last night. I was thinking about all the stuff I have to do for the move. We are moving and I am selling off my personal stuff mostly on Facebook Marketplace because we are downsizing. We need to downsize. And I'm, still reselling on eBay, Poshmark and Mercari, all the things that I've sourced to flip for money. I'm not doing as much of that, like I'm not sourcing as much, and I'm not, hold on while I play with my hair. I'm not sourcing as much, and I'm not listing as much, but I am still listing some things. I am still sourcing some things. For example, this pair of boots, Nike. I have had a heck of a time trying to find this exact pair of Nike boots on anything because nothing really matches up with the style number, and nothing, I have found only a couple other pairs that are this tall and that have, what do you call these doodads that you lace up, that have these, but they are Nike ACG all track boots. And there's a couple of style names I've seen that seem to apply to other boots, but not these. So I don't know, but they look pretty good and they've got great tread. I mean, I'm just deviating from this video right away. I've got them listed. I'm gonna list them for $99. I don't think I listed them quite yet. We are moving. My dad and my sister are gonna come help me. They get her on the 15th of September, so middle of September, and it's what I'm calling the pre-move. And we're moving all my reselling stuff. They're gonna take all that down first. I have floor plans for them where everything goes because I'm not going to be going with them. It's just my dad and my sister are going to take it down, and if they decide to put anything anywhere, I want them to put it in the right place. You know what I mean? I doubt they're going to put anything anywhere. They're going to be like, no, Gretchen will want to just redo it all anyway. The 16th they'll be here packing. 17th they'll be here packing. This is packing up all the other stuff for the bigger move. And then on the 18th, they will load up that night. And on the 19th, they'll drive it. And then the big move, we will load on the 22nd, drive down on the 23rd, and unload on the 24th. I just, But part of today's video is going to be what sold, August 8th through 15th. All right, first category is top 3 sales, and I had some pretty good ones the week of the 8th through 15th. I had a Carhartt size 44 by 32 overalls, new sandstone duck bib, double knee unlined cotton. These were some heavy duty Carhartt overalls that were new with tags. I paid $14.13, that's with tax, for them, and they sold for $91.01 on eBay after 48 days of being listed. So I think that's awesome. My profit was $53.69 because I did have them promoted pretty high. I'm trying to move some things, and when you're not listing as much, your stuff doesn't sell as quickly. So, trying to make the algorithm happy by paying it money. That was my best sell. That was my best sell that week. And then I sold a personal item. It's a Celeber Duck Dirk Nowitzki rubber duck 41 Dallas Mavericks first edition, no package. I had listed them for $50 because there were no Dirks online. There were some solds that were really low, but I'm like, I think he's worth more. Did not get $50, but after 141 days on eBay, so it took a while, that's okay. It sold for $31.22. We had paid nothing, and so our profit was $22.55, and somebody else can display Dirk, the rubber duck, or play with them. Maybe they're going to use them in the bath. I don't know. And then my other top sale was this Eleganza mohair blend yarn, brushed yarns, Brunswick, 20% kid mohair, 80% acrylic. The mohair is why I picked this one up. And I'll check out the yarn every now and then. It doesn't sell very quickly, but it is usually inexpensive. This was 54 cents. And looking for multiple skeins would be better. Skeins, that's how you say that word, right? This one sold in 218 days on eBay. This particular brand had a good sell-through rate, and it sold for $23.97. One little skein of yarn, guys. It cost me 54 cents, like I said, and so my profit was $13.19. And I picked that up at ARC as well. 2 fast flips, things that sold in 30 days or less. The first one is a pure package of 3 replacement water pitcher filters, Max Ion lead reducer. This was one of those personal items. I just was looking through the house, going through cabinets, figuring out what to keep, and it was brand new in the package, so I scanned it. Fun fact, water filters do not expire. Yeah, sure enough, they do sell. So it sold in 1 day on eBay for $21.60. I put 0 cost of goods, although really this is probably a loss. I don't know how much it cost us brand new. I don't know when we got it. We haven't had a pure water filter pitcher in a long time. So we made $10.17 if you consider that a 0 cost of goods. But in reality, it probably cost us more than that. So all those personal items, unless they were gifts, are at a loss. And then I sold a lot of 6 hardcover books, James Patterson book lot of 6 hardcover novels, crime, thriller, detection, fiction. Sold in 20 days on Mercari. I'm just trying to sell off some of my books. We have all these shelves. They're like double packed of books. I'm not going to read these again. I don't even know if I read them to begin with. They only sold for $10. Again, my cost of goods, I'm putting a 0, but I definitely lost money on this if you were to put in the real cost of goods. And my profit was $7.79. Although I'm not even sure if that went into my bank account because the books didn't show up. Okay, this is a weird thing. I've never had this happen to me. And I just threw away, I'll put a picture in here. I think I took a picture. I know I took pictures because I had to send it to Mercari. And I just threw away this label that arrived from the post office in a plastic baggie. And it had a sticker that said, arrived without contents. And I'm like, what is this? And it was the label that I had on the box of books that went to the buyer. It had my from address. It had their to address. It was put in my mailbox and I didn't understand what was happening. I really didn't. And I knew if I took it to my post office or called them, they were not going to know either. The baggie said something like, we apologize that your package arrived damaged or something, or didn't, it was just weird. But then it said arrived without contents. And then it was just a label that was stuck to a piece of paper that had been on my box. I'm really was confused. So I messaged Mercari and said what happened. And they said, yes, we confirmed that it arrived without contents. I'm like, really? Did you? Did they contact the buyer? Did the buyer get a box that was empty? Like, there were definitely books in the box, heavy, and I sent it media mail. I just am at a loss. I will never know what happened because once I messaged Mercari, they confirmed it. They said they're releasing my funds. I don't know. So hopefully they refunded the buyer. They gave me money. I don't really know how to check to see if the money actually made it into my balance. And I guess I could look that up, but I just don't know. I don't know really if I care. Anyone have anything weird like that happen to them? Anything similar? I just can't imagine what happened. And then my lesson learned is don't buy jeans just because they're $1. Look them up. White House Black Market, the skinny, size 00 petite jeans, mid-rise, medium wash. I don't mind selling specialty sizes and I don't mind selling small sizes. I know some people stay away from them because they do take a while to sell. This took 755 days long to sell. Sold on eBay for $24.25. I'd paid $1.07. That's dollar day with tax. And my profit was $10.42. None of that I mind except for the 755 days. So that is everything I wanted to highlight for that week of 8th through 15th. I'm going to do 16th through 21st soon. I may even include it in this video if this video doesn't turn out to be very robust. I do have some vlog style videos to include in here, probably before and after. I'll probably kind of make this a little what sold sandwich. Or is it a vlog sandwich? When the bread is the vlog and the what sold is the meat. Which one and what kind of sandwich is it? I don't know, but now I'm hungry for lunch. It is 11:30 and I'm gonna go get some leftover Costco chicken. If you guys shop at Costco and you don't get the rotisserie chicken, why? Because it is so dang yummy and it does great when you reheat it in the air fryer. That's what I do. So I'm gonna go rip some legs and wings off of a chicken and air fry them. Maybe I'll have a vegetable too, and not be just such a disgusting carnivore. Okay, are y'all ready for more fun? More packing and moving fun. I'm going to try to get this room into shape. Basically, getting all of the reselling items that I want to keep and carry down to Texas in a bin for such a move. And then like blankets and pillows and stuff will go in other boxes. The pillows I'm actually just going to need to give away a whole bunch because we were not going to have any spare rooms and we had like 4 pillows per room, per spare room. And we will have 0 spare rooms. And then the things in the closet that are listed, I will put in bins for easy storage and go from there. And then I need to see what's on the other side of that closet. And I need to figure out if I'm going to keep all these big stuffed animals. I want to keep the puffy Christmas ones. They are listed for sale. Yoda with the pumpkin. I don't know. We'll see. And then the big gorilla I've had for a while. He's vintage. He's so cute. I don't know why he's not selling, but he's not. And he's big. Maybe it's because he's big. And this backpack, I just need to get it listed. And I think it'll sell pretty quickly. So it's just like, you know, your death pile is the stuff that you avoid, right? And that's part of my death pile. Well, 2 items are. Those ties are just my husband's. He's not keeping many because he's going to be working from home. Who needs ties? And then a lot of this stuff is just going to get packed up in storage. I need to get rid of these lamps. They're cheap. All right, I'll try to share with you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, progress, and it is mostly empty. I have a few books over there and a chair my husband will help me with, and these that will get donated. These I will keep. And look, 4 bins full of mostly listed inventory. That bottom one is unlisted, mostly vintage nightgowns. But most of this is listed. And then all the things in that pile I want to put in a wardrobe box. And then, I don't know, I gotta pack the hats. Okay, it's going to be a double doozy on what sold. I'm going to share with you what sold on Facebook. I had thought about doing for the next week in August, but there is a lot of things that I've sold on Facebook. There are a lot of things that I've sold on Facebook. I don't know what's wrong with my grammar. I'm sharing my screen and I'm going to show you all the things I've sold recently. We went through our garage, so a lot of this stuff is going to be stuff that was stored in our garage or outside. This is one of 3 of our sale shades. The house came with one. We never could figure out how they had put it up. It was this triangular one. Yeah, never could figure that out. So we bought a square one, and then I think we ended up with the rectangular one, and that's the one that's got the damage. The square one didn't work. The rectangular one finally did-ish, but it's so windy in that backyard that the sale, I mean, we were afraid it was going to pull the poles right out of the ground. So we didn't know what we're doing in this regard. I listed all 3 of them for $30, and let me tell you, that was too cheap. Because I kept getting messages from people saying, is it all 3 for 30? Actually, I had listed it for 20. So I had listed it for 20 and I got a lot of interest. And I just wanted to get rid of them. They are kind of expensive now, but still it's like you can get one for $30. So it's not like I had them listed dirt cheap. And finally someone came and got it, but I had bumped up the price to $30 just to stop the questions as much, and it really kind of did. $20 was probably too low, but I got it out of there fast. I just had to deal with a lot of people. So that one sold for $20. And then these are just plastic Adirondack chairs. We had some real wooden ones that we also sold. And here are just 2 plastic ones. I thought about taking them because they are, you know, if you get the real sturdy ones, they do cost about $30 in the store, like Home Depot or Lowe's. Those went really quick too. This chimenea actually went pretty quick as well. It sold for $49. I got some funny questions. I got some questions from people who were like, can you burn real wood in this? Yeah, that's actually what it's for, is burning wood in. You can see just a little bit of ashes and dirt in there. We didn't bother cleaning it out. It looks really cool, actually. It's nice and weathered because, you know, we did have it outside. And it's a good heavy terracotta, I guess, chimenea. Got that as my first Christmas gift from my husband when we were dating. And he got me this and some earrings. I think he was like, let me get her something, because he knew that I like to sit outside on the patio and it would get cold. So we never used it though. Sadly, we just carried it from house to house. And the only plant that I own, his name is Robert. We sold him for $30, along with this elephant watering can and the beautiful pot. I put Reacher in there just for some size examples. And the girl who got him said she'd take very good care of him. He needs to be in a place where he can get sun. He was in a basement with a garden window, and so he didn't quite get as much sun as he needed on his lower leaves. So we sold that for $30. I just couldn't think of a place I was going to put it in the new house. I say new house. It's my dad's house. And then here is a Milwaukee impact driver, which I don't know what an impact driver is, and it comes with the battery. This was actually left on our roof. Did I already talk about this? I feel like I already talked about this. It was left on our roof. Oh, I really feel like I talked about this in the last video. But it hadn't sold yet, right? Anyway, I sold it for $39. Someone had left it on our roof at our last house, and we didn't even have someone we could get in contact with because we were renting it, and the rental people just were like, whatever, it's yours now, the rental company. And we sold this Weber grill. I actually bought it for $100. I really feel like I've talked about this before. God, haven't I? Anyway, we bought it for $100 and sold it for $100. I had it listed for $130 because I knew people would offer less. We sold it with a bunch of accessories. It's pretty good. It needs cleaned, and it had a propane tank that we included with it, more than half full. No biggie. Where are you located? Sorry. I'm going to message this person back. I feel like I couldn't have possibly told you guys about this stuff, but it's all seeming so familiar to me, you know? And then all these grill tools that we never used. So I'm going to have to go back and watch my own videos, I guess. And then there's my husband holding up the cover. So all of that sold for $100. That was cool to get that out of our garage. And then a wet dry vac. I did borrow the stock photo. That was the stock photo here. Just to show all the parts and pieces and everything in a better shot than this. And that sold for $49. I might have gone down to $40. I can't remember. And then this ladder, I did end up taking less for this. This is a 6-foot ladder. I took $54. Really not much to show with the ladder. And this is an 8-foot ladder. 8-foot ladders are too big to be inside of a house. Usually listed it for $80, and we took, why does this keep popping up? Like, why? I don't need it to pop up. I already answered her. I took $60 for it. This picnic basket, really cute. We never used it. Sold it for I think I ended up letting it go for 20. And all these pots, sold them for $15. Somebody else ended up coming and getting these planters for free. And then this buffet, it's very old. It was good wood, a good brand. I can't remember what it was, but it was good for its time. Definitely vintage. Yeah, I think you can qualify it as an antique, but it did have some issues. So the top, it had these water spots, and we sold that for $40. The couple that bought it, they were on their way and their truck broke down, but they got their truck fixed later that week and were able to come get it. So yay for that. It's just really good for holding a bunch of stuff. That is really what it's good for. Couple of candlesticks sold for $15. I had them on my porch forever because a couple of people said they were going to buy them and didn't pick them up. I just kept dropping the price. I got these for free from a friend who had a garage sale, and they didn't sell, and they've just been sitting in my garage ever since. They're really nice, tall wrought iron. And then, funny story with this shiatsu foot massager. A guy came and bought it for $10 for his pregnant wife who was asking him to give him foot massages every night, and he works with his hands, so it was a win-win for both of them. He said she loved it. Hi, babe. Wait, ow. Hi. Oh, okay. Lay down. Reacher, come here. Lay down. And then we sold our IKEA futon. It was really a good deal at $60 because the futon itself is sold separately from this cover usually. So we got this nice cover. And then we bought all these pillows. We had 2 more green ones. They're feather pillows and all the covers. And so it was a really good deal. So I'm glad that these 2 girls came to and picked it up. They were super young, and it'll be great for them. I don't know if they're using it as a couch or a bed or what the deal is, but it'll be a good deal for them. And then the last thing was this pine armoire. I cannot remember if I showed you guys this before. My basement was a mess, and I took the worst pictures. But I did try to get some of the damage in there so people could see. But it was great, a great piece otherwise, and it comes in 2 pieces, and it's really lightweight. So again, another thing that's great for just holding stuff. And we sold it for $99. And that is everything. Now I'm going to go try to find if I already showed you guys these things because it's all looking very familiar to me. Words are harder than usual. I take some medications that make me a little stupid.